being Nigerian, being a DACA recipient, being black, it's just really interesting. But I'm very grateful for it because I kind of get to like understand a lot of different worlds. So being Nigerian, I understand the culture. I understand being African. Now living in the United States, I now understand culture here. I understand black culture. So I'm kind of like a hybrid, and I think it's just really dope because then you can be more empathetic to certain things. You know, like you understand the classism system in Nigeria. You understand classism here, or like social, and like social problems, and you're empathetic. You were like, why are there so many opportunities in America, but there's none in Nigeria, and people are killing each other just to live? I know people that make $250 or $300 a month. People make like I can make that like here in a day or something, you know. And it's so crazy, but being able to live in both worlds and be connected to people in both worlds, I think it's also helped me stay grounded, because I know that at the end of the day, like material things aren't the end all be all. So no matter how famous somebody gets, no matter how like big somebody gets or popping, it's like, you know, what are your values? What do you stand for? And I'm just really grateful that I got to experience both worlds. But then I want to say thank you. I think a big thank you is to God, really, and my parents, for just like instilling in me values to be empathetic, to fear God, and to worship God. But then as I created my own relationship with Jesus, it's like, oh, okay, this is what Jesus was doing, and just this is how he walked on earth. So because I know people that have lived both worlds that don't even care, and they just care about themselves. They just care about material things. So having both perspectives, having my perspective I think is a huge blessing. And there are numerous people that think very similarly to the way I think, and I just hope that people like myself are planted in different spaces and different positions to move things forward and create a change. I want to do a lot of I don't know if it's social work, just giving back to the community. I want to do a lot of that. I'm already kind of like investing just as a business-minded person and like an independent artist. Because when you're independent, you got to think of like all these things and kind of create this company and your own machine around you. Yeah, man, those two things are really big for me now, because I understand that it's bigger than music. Music is the tool and the vessel. Like music is the first tool and the first step. And music is something that I will continue to do for the rest of my life, even if I didn't get paid. But I know that my purpose and my passion is people. Music is the tool to get to the people. So obviously fashion, with Ooh La La, just figuring out what space in which Ooh La La needs to live in, producing stuff for like the clothing line, but also just producing my own merch through Ooh La La. Yeah, those are main things right now. Like I see things on a very grand level, and as I get there, I'm trying to enjoy the moment. But you know, reaching back to the community, fashion is really like important to me. The thing that put me into the American Dreamers project was the fact that it was going to feature other DACA recipients like myself. So I was automatically sold. I didn't know what they expected or wanted from me, but I was just like, yep, we're doing it. And when we did it, we just kind of did it and had fun. Like I didn't really expect any grant, like a Grammy. I didn't expect that. So I just did it. This guy, Steven Weber, reached out to me and was like, yeah, I'm in charge of this, that, and we're working on this for John DeVersa. I was like, oh, sure, just here's management info. Let's set it up. We set it up. Months later, they're like, yo, it's about to be nominated. And then I go to LA for the Grammys. Yo, it's nominated and it won. And I'm like, what? Like, this is insane, dog. So I think it was a very important lesson for me. Like, it's good to have goals, but a lot of times things just happen. So always be ready and just do. If you're, like you said, if you're walking in your calling and like your purpose, things will come. Just do what you do really well.